The Kings as they came through the tunnel earlier on, all set to give their Sacramento fans something to cheer about. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. And it's still early in the year, but already some trends developing as we check out the new power rankings. Taking a look at Cleveland. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
When you look at this visiting team, they're happy with this latest stretch of games. This is the time of year for optimism. At this point, anything is possible.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Fred VanVleet. Cole is out there with Jalen Duren. Then there's Brandon Miller. And it's Bird in at the small forward position. And for Sacramento, DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Monk is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Sabonis in at the 5, down low. So Sacramento will get the first possession. And even as early as it is in the season, Doris, we've got some surprising teams off to great starts.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, the real challenge isn't getting off to that tremendous start. It's about making sure you're playing the right way and that you continue to build on that momentum. Because here's the quick thing you need to know. It's all about habits and building the right habits as you march toward the future, regardless of the time of year.
Now here's Murray. Following the miss by Larry Bird, here's DeRozan, and the dunk by DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan, opportunistic right there, showing he can be a vertical threat.
VanVleet passes to Bird. Duren against Sabonis. And Bird with the basket on the assist from Duren.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now, here's Monk. His last outing, he had 18 points. Bird looking it over. Pass to Duren, and the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. The Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside DeRozan. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. LaVine against Miller. LaVine's shot is off. Here's VanVleet. That one goes. Count it.
This guy is competitively tough and will not back away from physical defense. Go ahead, Fred VanVleet.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pass to Murray. Three-pointer. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Miller, the pass to Bird. Back to Miller. Over LaVine. Miller finds Bird. Shot clock at 5. In the corner, Bull with it. Over Murray. Rebound by Murray.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
And the basket by DeRozan.
That is right in his wheelhouse. DeMar DeRozan in the mid-range.
Pass to Bird. Now Bull. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Outside DeRozan. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Screen by Sabonis. Here's LaVine. It's deflected. One-on-one fast break. And here's Bird from the arc. It's hauled in by the Kings, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Well, what did...
Wow, that vertical is unbelievable. DeRozan pulls off the jam. Those poor defenders.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Now here's Van Vliet. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
Sabonis against Bird. Can't hit from the elbow.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Here's Levine. Back to Monk. Sabonis' screen on Van Vliet. Monk, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Bird dishes the Bull. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
Some numbers for Sabonis. Last season, he played outstanding. First in rebounding, and he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And getting back to the fact that he led the league in rebounding, you know how hard that is? What a tremendous asset to the team. Greg, what's the key thing Fred VanVleet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
There's so many things to love about Fred VanVleet's journey and his game, but perhaps the best attribute, his intelligence, his ability to outthink the defense.
Now here's Levine. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
On the wing, Miller. Guarded by Levine. It's good. This game is all even.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Sabonis against Duran. Outside DeRozan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. DeRozan's got 8 points.
Boy, he's heating up fast coming out of the gate. 4 out of 5 from the field.
Bird outside. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch and shoot game.
Murray, no good. Gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ball game. VanVleet looking around. Here's Bird, rejected by Murray.
And that length and timing make Keegan a terrific shot blocker.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. Free throw good, Murray. Markelle Fultz has checked in for Monk. He's perfect from the line this time.
And hard not to get excited about Keegan Murray's potential. He can shoot the ball. He rebounds it. If this guy continues to grow his game, he could end up being a high-level impact player.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And, you know, Brandon Miller may not have the experience, Doris, so far in the NBA, but boy, does he have a feel for the game.
And, Kevin, that to me is something you can't teach. The ability at a young age to read situations well. He can mix his pace. He can create his own space for his shot. The game has already seemed to slow down for this young guy.
Well, Brandon Miller's agility is a big strength, guys. He can draw a lot of fouls when he's using that quickness.
Sacramento making a switch here. Lyles checked in. Now here's Sabonis. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. And the Kings lead by 2.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
DeRozan against Miller. Sabonis grabs the board. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Lyles. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Now it's a 4-point Kings lead. On the wing, Bird. He's covered by Murray. Outside for Simmons. Bird outside. With the drive. Count that one. Bird's got 6.
I can't think of a shot or move that Larry Bird doesn't have in his arsenal.
Outside DeRozan. Murray outside. And that's collected by Bird.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Miller surveying the floor. Pass to Bird. Back to Miller. Outside for Simmons. Bird outside. Launches it. Drills it from outside. He's got 9.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
Fultz the pass to Sabonis. Murray outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Murray outside. And DeRozan kicks to Lyles. Pass to Murray. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
Yeah, and he never stops working. Murray keeps the feet moving and just never out of control. Great play there inside.
Simmons with it. Still scoreless. Down low. Sabonis with the steal. In the corner, Murray with it. Again, the miss by Murray.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
The Kings trailing. DeRozan passes to Lyles. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. DeRozan's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Bird, and stolen by Murray. Unloads from 13. And the Kings check on 2 more.
Well, nice to see Murray expanding his arsenal a little. Some versatility in his shooting will serve him well.
Miller up on top. DeRozan defending. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And one on DeRozan. And the first one drops. The Kings making a switch here. Arabia's checked in. Both free throws good for Miller.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
On the wing, DeRozan. To the middle. Here's Sabonis. Doesn't go that time. Simmons with the defensive effort. Inside. Watford. That's good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And it's the Kings with the ball.
And really an odd series between them a year ago as they couldn't get a win in either meeting.
Fultz the pass to LaRavia. No good on the triple. Gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Back to Bird. Miller against DeRozan. And Miller throws it down hard.
And what an incredible talent Miller is. What a ferocious finish there.
Hey, who is this brother, man? Who is this dude, Miller?
They're shooting the ball at a 46% clip to start this game out. DeRozan against Miller. Shoots from the high post. DeRozan's shot is off.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Now, here's Sabonis. We saw him with 19 points his last outing, and Fultz gets it to go.
Well, make no mistake, Markelle Fultz, because of his athletic burst, can score on the interior. That's nicely done.
And here's Bird for three. It's good, and it's his sixth make against 11 attempts.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it. He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Leading by just one. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Carter out there with Davis. Then it's Sabonis. Then it's Trey Lyles. And it's Laravia in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Now here is Carter. There's the lob to Sabonis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
This guy is a tremendous athlete. Sabonis throws it down.
And finished off by Wagner.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Carter kicks to Sabonis. Davis, that's for 2. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Bull. And that one drops. Bull's got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Carter looking around. Pass to Sabonis. Back to Carter. Here's the 3. Caruso grabs the miss.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Sabonis against Wagner. In the corner, Bull with it. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the inside. Here's Davis. No good that time. Gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Wagner finds Bull. Banked in off the glass. Bull's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here is Carter. He has yet to score. Comes up empty down low. Wagner outside. Now Caruso. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Hornets in Charlotte. Sinks the triple. Caruso's got his second bucket.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Carter, the pass to Sabonis. Outside, Davis. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And that one's good, Wagner.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Timeout called by the Kings. So, Doris, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner three now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because if we take out some of the money-making courtside seats, that's not happening.
Levine's checked in for Sacramento. Monk comes in for Carter. Sabonis, the pass to LaRavia. Levine against Christie.
You know, I like that mentality by Levine, taking it inside, mixing it up a little bit.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for your Kings.
Free throw good, Levine.
Taking 2 shots.
And so Levine nails both of them. And so often we'll hear talk about how many rings a great player has. Doris, do we emphasize that maybe too much?
I think, Kevin, first and foremost, a great player is great no matter what. This is a team sport, and a player doesn't have control necessarily of the parts and pieces behind him or the organization within which he's trying to succeed. Titles matter, certainly, there's no question, and it's great fodder for fans, but it's not how I define a great player.
Here's Christie. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Bol finds Wagner. Back to Bol. Shoots over Lyles. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Caruso against Levine. And Bol pulls it down. Bol's got 5 rebounds tonight. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. Now, they've said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did precede the league's not-so-subtle move to cut down on foul calls and allow for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense, so we like the direction. DA, thank you. Here's Bol. Sacramento able to drain the 3. Plays it up and banks it in. Bol's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Knocked loose and stolen by Caruso. Wagner outside. Pass to Bol. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the size Bol has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive in scoring.
And that one falls for Bol. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Sacramento. He doesn't get the second one.
And like his father, Manu, Bol's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Monk's shot's good. Gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Bird, the pass to Duran. Van Vliet outside. Bird right side. 6 on the shot clock. Yep, it counts. Bird's got 16.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Levine wide open. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
On the wing, Bird. DeRozan defending. Bird against DeRozan. Bird with the bucket. Bird's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Monk. And then Monk with the dunk.
And it's just easy to love the energy with which Monk plays. Whenever he's close to the rim, he is looking to make a statement.
Now here's Van Vliet. Bird outside. There's the triple. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Levine kicks to Monk. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Here's Miller. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Zach LaVine.
And you watch Miller, he keeps the defense on its heels. They don't know what he's going to do.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
The Kings trail by 14. DeRozan scanning the floor. Pass to Fultz. Lyles sends a screen for Fultz. Stolen by Van Vliet. Bird kicks to Bull. Now Van Vliet guarded by Fultz. Bird outside. And he gets it to go from the corner. Bird's got 20. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. It's a 16-point game. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Duren. Duren with a screen on Fultz. Rebound by the Kings. Now, here's Monk. 8 points for him. Here's Lyles. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
I like seeing Monk set his teammates up. A part of his game that I think he's got to continue to improve.
To the paint. Duren the pass to Bull. Bird with the bounce pass. Clock at 6. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And it's 13 points from Brandon Miller.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
And DeRozan. Here we go. Fultz. And finished off by Fultz.
Wow, Markelle Fultz finishing with power. This guy's confidence growing and growing.
Gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Fultz against Van Vliet. Back to Bird. Pass to Van Vliet. Into the lane. Replay by Bird to set it up. Bird's got assist number 5 here tonight.
What a delivery from Fred Van Vliet. Keeps his composure despite only having moments to get that shot off.
Valanciunas against Duren. A clear look for Monk. Duren pulls it in.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Van Vliet with the bucket. Van Vliet's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now you see the wherewithal of Fred Van Vliet. Finds the soft spot in the defense and converts.
Outside DeRozan. Makes it off the glass. DeRozan's got 12 points in the game.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now here's Van Vliet. 8 points for him. Bird outside. Back to Van Vliet. Offline with his 3. The Kings trail by 17. And here is Monk. He's got 8. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Lyles. Here's Monk. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Kings have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Malik Monk taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Sacramento making some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Keegan Murray comes in for Trey Lyles. And Jake Crowder's subbed in for Fultz.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Pass to Bird. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Bird's got 8 points in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Christie kicks to Pippen. Here's Bird. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Leading by 17. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Sacramento Kings.
They couldn't shut down the lane. Only thing that would stuff that is prime Shaq. Maybe 2 of me.
Now that is a scary sight. 2 of you.
Well, we're going to need a bigger fridge, Ernie.
All right now, still early on, but let's check out the Western Conference standings.
And taking a look at the Kings, they're letting the losses stack up. It can dim your confidence and your playoff chances. They need to make some changes, maybe in their lineup. Maybe shot selection, something.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Larry Bird.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. They've got Jalen Duren. Bird is out there with the Coral. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Miller in a 2-guard. Levine passes to Sabonis. Good work there as it goes. And that's now 6 points for Sabonis.
Well, Sabonis will bring a level of physicality every night. Big-time skill, big-time toughness.
Miller inside, guarded by Levine. Miller, no up.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Here's DeRozan. Bird pulls it in. Bird's got rebound number 5 here tonight. VanVleet finds Miller. Duren sets the screen for Miller. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, powering through the foul there. Miller showing some serious intensity.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
Let me check out this guy, Brandon Miller. I've never heard of him. I simply picked him up because he was – but, man, he's got some talent. He's an 83. Let's see. Wow, he's got great work ethic, too. Aerial wizard. Yeah, this guy's – I didn't know he had all these badges. I didn't even know. This guy's a weapon, man. He's clearly a high flyer. There's a question about that. decent three-point shooter. He's going to only get better with age. Dang, got A+ potential. All right, back to the game.
And so Monk will bring it up for the Kings. They trail by 18. Pass to DeRozan. Inside. Here's Sabonis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jalen Duren.
Well, to me, the size of Sabonis creates problems for the defense. You cannot be careless in how you guard this guy.
The Kings have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Trendon Watford's checked in for a Okoro. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
You know, it's such a pleasure to watch Domantas Sabonis play. Oh, gentlemen. Ooh, my goodness, step back.
That was incredible. Awesome rewind, courtesy of the
Man, this
5G slam
dude move and plays like Kobe. I'm not saying he's good as Kobe, but he got that Kobe Bryant type, like that 1998 Kobe Bryant feel to him.
Back to Monk. Pass to Levine. And here is Murray. Over Watford. Out to DeRozan for 3. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time. Sabonis has got 3 assists in the game. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Out to Bird. The 3. Cranes the three-pointer. Bird's got 25 points in the game.
Don't just show off that basketball IQ, Mr. Fred VanVleet. Pretty pass, sir.
Sabonis, the pass to DeRozan. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Tries the spin move. Levine against Miller. Over Levine. Sacramento grabs the miss.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Sabonis' shot is off. Gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. VanVleet outside. It's Miller on the wing. Over Monk. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And that's now 20 points from Brandon Miller. DeRozan passes to Sabonis. Free throw line jump shot. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Sabonis. DeRozan's got 5 points now this quarter. Gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. To the inside. And Duren slams it in.
Directing the offense, Fred VanVleet, the quintessential floor general.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Levine passes to DeRozan.
Sacramento is not a very good team.
3, Murray. The rebound by Watford.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
On the wing, Bird. DeRozan defending. Pass to VanVleet. Back to Bird.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Dang, I hit the timeout button by accident. I was trying to do an up and under. Oh, man. I'm a heavy-handed guy. What can I say?
With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago.
Defense was their identity, and that's how they're going to beat you. And they did it better than anyone in the league.
Bird against Murray. Off the inbound. And Bird with the lay-in. And that's now 27 points for Larry Bird.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Sabonis' screen on Caruso. Here's DeRozan. Caruso grabs the miss.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now, here's Wagner. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Bird finds Wagner. Nice D from Sabonis.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
For three, Levine, and it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Monk. Takes a 3. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And you got to love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high-arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA chose to extinguish G League Ignite. G League President Sharif Abdur-Rahim says with the changing environment across youth and collegiate basketball, now is the right time to take this step. But Kevin, in its short time, the Ignite produced double-digit draftees, so the experiment was a success.
A huge success, D.A. Thank you. Now, here's Sabonis. He has 6. Pass to DeRozan. Shoots over Caruso. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. On Friday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Fultz kicks to Sabonis. Here's DeRozan. He's got 17. Pass to Sabonis. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Sabonis has got 8.
This guy's a skilled interior scorer. There's height, there's great shot selection. Sabonis doing work right now.
Wagner with a screen for Bird. Wagner outside. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Levine, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Caruso after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Caruso, the pass to Wagner. 6 on the shot clock. Miller outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Miller's got 12 points here in the second half.
And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with it.
Gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
At this point, Brandon Miller is getting whatever he wants on the offensive end. Defense better step up.
Sabonis kicks to Levine. Hands it from downtown. Levine's got 5 points in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Miller outside. Pass to Bird. For Murray. It's hauled in by the Kings. Murray's got his 4th rebound in this one. DeRozan against Caruso. And it's DeRozan missing.
But I love the determination, guys. It's simply not there for him right now.
Wagner passes to Miller. Wagner a screen on Sabonis. Here's Miller. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
This dude Miller is killing, man. They cannot.
Very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing.
Man, who is this brother, man? Look at Larry like, yeah, good boy. Way to go. Glad we drafted you. Larry loves him.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And for Sacramento, they're shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. Pass to LaRavia. Here's Lyles. Now here's Fultz. Sabonis sets the pick for Fultz. Here's LaRavia. On its way from DeRozan for 2. Sacramento again missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Fultz against Pippen. Pass to Bull. Shoots over Lyles. And it's Bull that time on the assist by Pippen. Bull's got 15 points.
And the big fella knows how to score the basketball. Bull's understanding of when to look for his next level.
Here's DeRozan. No dice from 9 feet out.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Fultz the pass to Sabonis. And Bull sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Bull uses it to perfection to block shots.
For 3, Pippen. DeRozan with the rebound. The Kings shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. That one a little long. Gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. To the left wing. Shoots from the line. Bull can't hit. And Sacramento has possession. Here's LaRavia. Nothing on the board. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul. Malik Monk, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan.
Into the lineup for your Kings. 0. Malik Monk.
41 seconds left here in the third quarter. Lyles a screen on Pippen. Fultz dives for it.
Yeah, I'm convinced, man. The Sacramento Kings are not a very. I just played them with Showtime a couple more, like the game before this one.
And guys, don't think twice about it.
The Kings aren't very good, man. The Kings are like Team Larry Bird is not this good. Like this Sacramento Kings team is pretty bad, man.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Out to Miller. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Lyles. The Kings shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. The drive by Monk. Shots good by Lyles. Lyles got 13. Here's Pippen. Miller with the ball. He got it up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Trey Lyles. Levine is out there with Monk. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's LaRavia in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Monk, the pass to LaRavia. Off target from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Caruso. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Monk outside. It's a very good look and converts.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Now Caruso. Out to Miller. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their.
This dude is fun to play with. I don't know who he is, but he's pretty cool. Like, he's got a late, I keep saying, like a late 90s Kobe Bryant feel to his game, but he's also got a little bit of Tracy McGrady in him a little bit. Like, you can tell from that last take he just that last take he just did. Looked like Tracy McGrady.
Both free throws good for Miller. The Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Monk against Pippen. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Well, to me, that's the force that Valanciunas plays with. It allows him to shake the foul off, maintain his poise, and score it.
First team foul.
Doing fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. Monk against Pippen. Left side, Miller. Over Levine. Miller, no luck. And so Monk will bring it up for Sacramento. Miller with the double team. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That'll be his second foul of the game. Duren, he's checked in for Mo Wagner.
Floor for the away team. 0. Jalen Duren.
Pass to LaRavia. Here's Levine. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Now, here is Miller. Can't hit from in close. Sacramento's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
He's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Now, here's Pippen.
I know this is supposed to be the Larry Bird stream, but I'm trying to see what this Miller guy can do, because
Miller
I didn't know he
outside.
was this good when I picked him.
5 to shoot. Fires for 3. Knocks down.
Oh, who's this kid?
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
A star is born.
Here's Monk. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Miller from down.
Bro! Deep in the bag in Sacramento. It's supposed to be the Larry Bird show. But Brandon Miller came out here and stole it. I don't know who this kid is. But his shot attempt's finna go up. Oh, come on, Bo. This dude, Brandon, hey, man.
We've heard some players' doors propose that refs
This dude is like Kobe Bryant out here, man. Like a young Kobe.
What do you think?
Kevin, I couldn't disagree more. First and foremost, the level
Keep going, so let's see what he can do next.
NBA officials is unprecedented. And keep in mind, there is discipline for high-profile mistakes and mistakes of all kinds. Every single call
Seriously?
and you see their progression.
Oh, no, we gotta check his stats. Hold on, man. Who is this brother? Who is this brother? He naughty. 70. Bro, he is cooking. This brother. 6'7". Pogo step, aerial with, but he got those are silvers though, so that's pretty good. I mean, that takes. I know he's an 83, but handles for days, layup mix. I see that. Damn.
In terms of, yes, they'll
Homeboy got 40, man.
We are right where
Larry Bird sitting back watching like, goddamn. Making my job a lot easier, kid. Passing one of them beers. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Takes the assist and lays it in.
Give me one of them Marlboros. You know how it was in the 80s, man. They get done after the game, they just drink beer and start smoking cigarettes.
Here's Pippen.
Shoot.
Duren with the screen on Monk. Levine against Miller. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Sun changes for Sacramento. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Levine. For Sacramento, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. DeRozan against Miller. Got a piece of it. A solo fast break. Whistle blows, and that's going to be a travel.
Oh, my goodness. That was the worst play of the season. I was trying to do an alley-oop to myself, and oh, my gosh. Oh, Jalen Duren. Oh, man.
Sacramento's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Murray. The shot will not fall. Great defense that time from Duren. DeRozan against Miller. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on DeRozan. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA.
This brother is.
That's a great question, Kevin. And
either he's really good or Sacramento's just that bad. It's either one. I think it's a combination of the two.
And live with the results.
It's supposed to be the Larry Bird show. Larry Bird, we don't need Bird. We might as well let Bird rest up. So we got to play a back-to-back, I think, against OKC. I think. Yeah, they got OKC next, I think. I think they do. Or it might be Showtime. It might be Showtime. I'm not sure. I got to go check the schedule. But I think they got another game tonight against OKC, so we're going to let Bird rest the rest of the way. Might as well. We don't need him. But this kid, this Miller kid, man, he is still got 41 points, man. And it's been an efficient 41, too. He ain't about here just pulling bad shots.
Pass to Wiles. Outside, Sabonis. And there's the call on Trendon Watford. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Duran was supposed to be our second best player.
Fultz against Pippen. And finished off by Fultz.
Defensively, he hasn't really been doing what I thought he would be doing defensively. If you've been following my Michael Jordan series, you know I always do the thing where you get the great player and then you can't have a player above an 85 overall. That's the second best player. Well, we did that here. I chose Duran as my second best player for Bird. You know, trying to get that defensive stopper, rebounder guy, kind of like a Robert Parrish.
Duran, no good.
Of course, he's nowhere near Robert Parrish level.
Who brings up the ball for Sacramento.
Defensively.
And he gets contact.
To say nothing of the offense. But this dude, Brandon Miller, the dude, I picked him up on a hum. I just saw him out there. I just picked him up.
Kevin, that's a product of players starting.
It's like I didn't know he was going to be like this. I was like, man, this dude is a weapon, man. Like a Bird, when Bird gets tired, he can go with this kid. He can hold it down.
Do they have a nuanced understanding of the game?
This kid got 44 points, man.
It is definitely getting younger.
83 overall, doing all 41 points, excuse me.
And with his mobility, Murray doesn't need the ball in his hands all the time to be effective.
Never heard of him. I say
alone on the defense.
His package is nice, man. Dude, he doing this against good talent. He's doing this against most of the points have come against DeRozan. And
Miller outside.
Here he goes.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
He been killing DeRozan and Zach LaVine all game.
Folks, get him the ball and get out of the way.
This brother about to get 50, man.
For Markelle Fultz.
Miller at the line for one.
They came to see Bird, but Brandon Miller showed up and said, hold on. Wait a minute.
That free throw good from Miller.
Something ain't right. Like, we got something new for you.
Kings have gone 6 of 12.
Like they say at weddings, like something old and something borrowed and something new. Well,
Monk dishes to DeRozan. For three, Murray. Duran pulls it in.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Duran with the screen on DeRozan. Caruso, the pass to Duran. And he drops it in from the low post.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Monk kicks to Sabonis. Pass to LaVine. DeRozan with it. Plenty of space. And it's good off the back rim and in. 19 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, one of the great mid-range scorers in the game. DeMar DeRozan getting to work.
And here's Miller. Back to Pippen. It's stolen by Monk. To the middle. Here's LaVine. And then LaVine with the jam.
Well, multiple-time winner of the slam dunk contest.
Man, Zach LaVine, I'm convinced Zach LaVine will be dunking when he's 90 years old, man. I can't imagine him not ever having hops, man. That dude gonna be like at an old people home.
We know how physical the NBA is.
He gonna show his grandkids how he doing. He's like, hey, you doing it?
Mental toughness.
I'll just go ahead and send you guys a little selfie here of me doing a windmill across my living room. Anyway, love you. That's what we Zach LaVine's retirement, man. Like a 90 years old doing windmills at the old folks' home.
Handling adversity. It means overcoming a key injury. There's a toughness required to be amongst the smartest, most
that brother got, man, he been hopping around since forever, man. I ain't
in the water attacking.
The easiest thing I do is jump, man.
Right now.
Well, you love that there's no
one of the all-time great leapers. Without question.
Dominate every aspect, including second chance points.
Back to Pippen. It's Miller on the wing. Outside for Pippen. Just 5 on the clock. It's Miller on the wing. DeRozan defending.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
All right, I'm going to take the kid out now. He ain't got tired now. Hey, that's all he got in him, I think.
Here's Sabonis. Levine for three. It's good.
Damn.
Levine's got 12 points in just the second half.
I should have did the Mike Bring bang, but the game ain't close, though. So
as soon as that ball touches his hand.
That was a nice shot by Levine, though.
Pippen with it.
Saki. Zach Morris. Y'all make me think about Zach Morris when I think about Zach Levine. You know, like Zach will always be Zach Morris to me from Saved by the Bell.
Miller outside. A three ball. It's
every time I hear the name Zach, even Zach Randolph, I thought about Zach Morris back in the day with Zebo.
Nice one there from Levine.
Think about Zach Morris and Saved by the Bell.
The muscle, which helps him on those challenging finishes at the rim.
Now here's Pippen.
Russo open three. Boom, baby.
That time from Pippen.
Russo with 16 and 7
points here in this quarter.
Damn.
Sacramento's gotten just
Sacramento was not a very good team, man.
Here in the fourth. Here's Levine. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Pass to Miller. Baseline jumper. Sacramento grabs the miss. Sabonis has got 15 rebounds here tonight. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
That's it for Miller. He gonna sit down. Career high. It's got to be his career high.
Angle on that pass.
Christie.
So I'm trying to see what his career high before this. He said, nope, wait a minute. Career high, game highs. So his career high was 35 points. October 25th. So he's done this before. So this I'm just late to the dance thing. This brother been getting points since forever. So this ain't his first time being up high. He just shattered it though. So 35 points was his career high. Wow.
Checked in for Brandon Miller. The Kings shooting about 42% so far. Monk against Pippen. Outside DeRozan. Murray outside. Sacramento moving it around. Sabonis finds Levine. It's tipped. 55 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Pippen. He's looking for Caruso and finds him. The tray. DeRozan with the rebound. And here is Monk, defended by Pippen. And they double up DeRozan. He's off on that one. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Here's Duran. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to
man, Bird ain't played the whole fourth quarter, man. He just been sitting back, chilling. You can see him on the bench in the cut.
Focused on the task at hand.
And so it's a victory for the Reds in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home.
Brandon Miller, though, what a performance, man. Because it was unexpected.
All the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
If you thought someone was going to get 40-something tonight, you thought it was going to be Bird, not if anybody.
And the rest of our terrific crew, this is
Brandon Miller, wow, player of the game. Look at this brother, man. That dunk was dope. Damn.
Brandon Miller.
He was serving boys. Bro, what a performance, man. I'm impressed. and keep in mind, folks, he's only an 83 overall. I mean, he's gotten better since we drafted him. I guess it's because he has a work ethic badge. See, over here, if you look closely, he has a work ethic badge. So that means he wasn't this good at the beginning when I drafted him in the offseason. He's gotten better since then. He's 83 now. So I think when I picked him, he was like an 80 overall. Now he's going up by 3 points. So that work ethic badge, yeah, it makes a difference. Makes a difference. But, let's take a look here at team comparison here. It was complete domination by Team Larry. Not even close. It was just better shots. It was just better shot distribution, too. If you look at it, they took more shots to get worse shots. We went 50 of 84 because we took all good looks. 60 points in the paint. Didn't really get out and run. Only had 12 fast break points. Most of it was just half-court offense. It was just, they just grinded them away. But that dude, Brandon Miller, just took over the game. That's crazy. Let's take a look at the stats here. DeRozan, 19. Monk, 17. It's good balance attack, but they just didn't shoot. They didn't take good shots. Too many three-point shots. Then you got Brandon Miller over here. He went, man. You got 44 from him. This is looking like one of my Team Jordan stat lines. If you watch Team Jordan, this is what it would look like. Except no one really had 27. Maybe every once in a while somebody would get 20, but man, look at that. Bird with 27, 6, and 6. Went 12 for 20 from the field, 3 for 6 from downtown. Didn't even get to the free throw line. Brandon Miller took care of that. Let's take a look at some things. We're gonna go ahead. It's supposed to be the Larry Bird stream, but we're gonna start with Larry Bird first. We end with Brandon Miller. See how his highlights. Man, damn. Behind the backboard. Another fadeaway. Man. Just powering up. 6'9", 225 pounds. Left hand finish. Look at that. Deep in the corner. Wet. God damn. Just like the shot he hit in Chicago when he walked off the court. Let's take a look now at Brandon Miller. What a game, man. Catch and shoot. Buckets. Boom. That looked like Jordan right there. Or Kobe, one, I should say. That looked like Dr. J or something. I don't know what that was. That was crazy. That's T-Mac right there. That's the way I was trying to see, like Tracy McGrady right there on that jumper. That fadeaway jumper going to his left. Man, homeboy got loose, bro. He got 44 points. 15 on 25. 3 for 6 from downtown. 11 for 12 from the free throw line. Good Lord. Get that man. I know his agent smiling. It's gonna be time for a contract restructure. I don't think Larry Bird gonna pay him. No, he'll let somebody else pay him. Okay. So let's see what's up next. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Next game coming up is gonna be Showtime. Yep. Oh, it's gonna be a good one. Gilgis and Magic. Gilgis versus Magic. Oh my goodness. Dort, Jalen Williams, Chet, man, they got a hell of a, yeah. This is going to be pretty good, y'all. It's going to be pretty good. And they, talent-wise, they not even, like, Showtime ain't even in the same ballpark as these dudes. I mean, look at the matchups here. I mean, Chet Holmgren on Harrison Barnes, that's a nightmare. Jalen Williams on Chris Middleton, that's a nightmare. Dort on Clarkson, that's a nightmare. Andre Drummond and Hartenstein, that's going to be physical. The only place where we got an advantage is Magic. It's Magic got to be Magic. So, but anyway, let's take a look at the standings real quick and see where everybody's at right now as we've begun this. NBA standings right now. We got the Minnesota Timberwolves here leading the way. Where the Lakers at? Man, Lakers way down here, 1-4. Phoenix, my goodness. How does a team with Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, and Kevin Durant, how the hell are you 0-5, man? That's just down here with the Kings, who are just brutally bad. So anyway, Minnesota's leading there. Golden State holding it down over there at the number 7 spot. Denver's holding serve. They'll be up, I think. But then you got Las Vegas down here with Magic, and we've seen the team that look. This is they starting 5. You got Magic. There are no superstars. It's a pretty basic team, y'all. They getting it done. They 4-1. Let's take a look at Larry's side of it. On Larry's side, where Larry at? There go Team Larry right here, 2-2. New York Knicks are 6-0, undefeated. Boston undefeated. Miami undefeated. Cleveland 4-1. Team Larry 2-2. Milwaukee Bucks. Man, that's that man. Philadelphia down there. Detroit Pistons. Wow, I heard the Pistons were pretty good this year. So that's surprising. They started out to a 1-3 start. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, man, let's take a look at Team Larry starting 5. I mean, this he wasn't this good at the beginning of the season. He got better. As you can see, Jalen Duren, that's my 85 player, second best player on the team that was picked. And everybody else is just, you know the rules. If you've been following the Jordan season, you know how this works. You get your superstar, you get your 185 guy, and everybody else is complimentary. Nobody above an 80, unless they work themselves up. So it's gonna be interesting. But with that, guys, I think that's gonna be my last stream for tonight. I'll probably get this going for tomorrow because I'm getting sleepy. Because I gotta get up and work out tomorrow. It's important. Health is wealth, y'all. Work out. If y'all ain't working out, well, I suggest you try because you get up feeling better. I mean, we all like to look great, but let me tell you, man, at 44 years of age, dude, telling you, man, working on your lower back and your knees is worth it. I'm telling you. The pain of going through a workout is far better than the pain of not working out and dealing with, osteoporosis and arthritis. So I know you young guys out there, don't want to hear that stuff, but take it from me. Do the work. It's worth it. But anyway, y'all, I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. I'm done for the night. Hope you guys are enjoying. Please like, share, subscribe. Go check out my Jordan series. Check out the Wilt Chamberlain series. That's on my channel. The Magic Johnson, Larry Bird's on my channel right now. All the games are there. If you missed any, you can go ahead and save it to your favorites. 91 Michael Jordan series is up there, already finished. It was a great season of Michael Jordan taking on the entire league. So many magnificent performances by Michael, and that's it. Please, it is worth it. The duels he had with Giannis and Lillard, the game-winning shots that he hit. Man, that season was just crazy. In the NBA Finals when he went toe-to-toe with Luka Doncic in Dallas for the last time. At the time, he was at Dallas. So go check out all that stuff, man. It's on my channel, man. And, yeah, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, they're here. One's on the West, one's on the East, and they're going to see who's going to do the best in the modern era. But with that, y'all, I'm going to see y'all tomorrow, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow with Las Vegas taking on OKC. Gilgeous and Magic in the backcourt. Should be good. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Good night.